Hey everyone, it's Brian here from B&D Crafts More here on YouTube. Today I'm coming on to do a Scrappiness Creative Influencer project. And today we're going to be making an Easter basket out of one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock. And we're going to need a little more cardstock in addition to that to die cut our stuff and for our handles. So this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to need, I'll show y'all what we need. We need one full sheet of 12 by 12 patterned cardstock, regular solid color cardstock, whatever you want. And we're going to need a 1.5 inch tall by 12 inch wide strip of cardstock for our handle. Going to need some embellishments, die cuts. And I'm using the I'll link it in the description box below. It's the Easter edition of the, I forget what it is. I'm having a block right now. I'm sorry. Crafters Essentials Easter edition die set. And we're going to need some brads for the handle. I got these here. We only need 2 of them. So I'll get those out. Gonna need some adhesive. I got Barely Art glue here from katscrappinessdies.com. So go ahead and check that out. And all the products I use from Scrappiness will be linked in the description box below this video as affiliate links. And as always with affiliate links, you won't pay any extra, but I may earn a small commission from your purchase. But we're gonna need scissors. And we're going to need our Scrappiness reverse tweezers. And we're going to need some die cuts, which I'll get to in a minute. So, putting all this stuff up, I'll show y'all how we're going to score this and cut it. And really, this is not really a cutting paper trimmer type project. All we need is scissors. Really, the only thing you're going to need a trimmer for is cut this strip. Unless you already have 1.5 inch by 12 inch strip of cardstock. So, before we get started, please do remember to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel and Scrappiness's YouTube channel if you haven't done so yet, and ring the bell for all notifications. So what I'm going to do is score this. Since this is 12 inches square, you are going to want a square piece of cardstock for this. You can do 6 by 6, 9 by 9, 12 by 12, anything in between really. But you're going to want to divide each side up into thirds. So with this, we're going to do 4-inch increments scoring. So we're going to score it 4 inches on this side. And 8 inches. Gonna flip it a quarter turn. And score again at 4 inches. And again at 8 inches. And technically that's only scoring you're going to need to do for this project. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and burnish all our score lines. All 4 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish. Okay. So what we want to do now is pick. Now, if this is pattern cardstock you're using, you want to make sure you pick the side you want to go with. But since this is solid, we're just gonna go ahead and start cutting from the bottom here all the way up to that first score line only. We're going to do the same thing with the next score line here on the same side. Cut all the way up to that first score line. Then we're going to turn a half turn and do the same thing on the opposite side. So we got these cuts here. We're going to do the same thing on this opposite side. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and figure out how we're going to match this up. We're going to want it to look something like this. So you're going to have the right top corner of the left side and the top left corner of the right side meeting up here at the top, at the pinnacle here of the basket. Basically, it's just that little topmost tip there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use some adhesive real quick to speed things up here. And we're going to go ahead like so. Make sure before we make any contact with this back piece, we just put the adhesive on that we're going to have our corners meet up like so. And as you can see, I almost got it perfect, but not quite. And you will have some adhesive here at the bottom. Don't worry, we're going to cover that up in just a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and just put some adhesive on here. Now, I apologize if you can't see well. I'm going to move this camera up some so y'all can see better. So there's that. So we're going to do the same exact thing with the opposite side. First thing we want to do is go ahead and get our adhesive on. So we're going to fold it to the bottom here for just a moment. And we're going to go ahead and pull that back up. Before anything touches, we're going to make sure that our corners match up like so. And they do. I'm going to go ahead and burnish that down where we just did that. And I'm going to go ahead and get some adhesive on this part that's hanging off. There we go. Burnish down real well. And there's that. So next, we can start decorating next if we want to, but what I want to do next is go ahead and put this handle on. So you'll need to use a hole punch for this one. A small hole punch, maybe like 1/8 of an inch hole. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and line this up. Maybe leave about this much See, about that much, maybe like half, 3/4 of an inch from the top of the basket to the bottom of the paper of the handle. We're going to go ahead about halfway point. We're going to go ahead and punch like so. And I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those brads I got out. And spread out the wings. I'm going to try to get both wings out. There we go. I'm going to do the same exact thing on the opposite side. About the same distance, maybe like 3/4 of an inch or so between tippy top of the basket to the bottom of the handle, the edge. Make the hole and pop in a brad and spread the wings out. And the reason we're doing the brads, I mean, you could staple it or glue it if you want, but with the brads, you get twofold. The reason it's twofold that I'm using brads. A, for sturdiness, because this basket can get a little heavy if you put a little, even more than just a little tiny bit in there. And B, the other reason I did the brads is so you can move the handle like so. So you can move the handle from side to side like that. And I think that was a pretty cool idea. So I got that idea from Denise Becker, actually, here on YouTube. I'll try to remember to link her channel below this video as well. If you want to go check her out and subscribe to her, if you haven't done so already. And next, I'm going to go ahead and start embellishing. So I have cut 4 butterflies. I'm going to put those on the 2 butterflies each on these ends. I cut out 2 Easter bunnies and 2 Easter bunnies for this side and the other opposite side. I cut out some chicks, 2 of those, for those same sides that the bunnies are going on. I cut out 4 cracked eggs, which is, it comes with 2 dies. They're cracked eggs, and I cut each one out twice. And also, on all 4 sides, we're going to have this hillside die here, die cut from Katscrappiness. And of course, as I mentioned earlier, that's from the Crafter's Essentials Easter Edition die set. All this is. So we're going to go ahead and start using our Barely Art glue. And we're going to start putting it on the back here. And I will let you know that you will need to do some cutting to these here, to these grass hillside dies, because they're going to be just a tiny bit of overhang on both sides when you put it down. So we're going to go ahead like this, put that down. Go ahead and burnish that down upside down so we can get some stick to it. There we go. And after each side, or after 2 sides, you're going to want to, of course, go ahead and cut those edges off so you can do the other 2 sides. That's why I'm trying not to put it on the very edges, the glue. I hope everybody's having a great day. If you want to, in the comment section down below, please do let me know what your Easter plans are, if any. Well, if you're going to spend time with your family, or if you're just going to go to church, or both, or something totally different. As for me, I'm planning on going to church this Sunday. And afterwards, I'm going to go to my sister's house, and we're going to have an Easter egg hunt for my two nieces. And then we're going to have an early Easter supper before I come back home. That sounds like it's going to be a fun day for me. So I'm going to get these scissors now. And like I said, just cut these edges off like so. Cut that one off just a little more. There we go. Cut that edge off. And again. And there's where it goes. Now we're going to do this side and this side as well. All four sides are going to get grass on it. Or the hillside, I mean. So now we're going to go ahead and cut off these edges. Now we're going to do this last side here. So I got that side down now. I'll go ahead and cut off the edges. And now we're going to start putting our rest of our embellishments on. So like I said, we're going to do butterflies, 2 of them on each of these 2 ends that we did not glue down. So I'm going to go ahead and grab one now with my reverse tweezers. I'm going to wipe that off with some paper towel. Dab it as well. I'm going to do 1 small and 1 large butterfly on each side. Or each end, I mean. There we go. And we're going to do the opposite with this next one. The small one's going to be on the right, the large one will be on the left. Oops, it did not stick. There we go. That's better. Now, what I'm going to show you with this larger one is we could just put a little bit of glue in the middle here. And that's it. And then we're going to put it down like we usually do. Then we're going to pull up this wing a little bit, like so. And pull up this wing as well a little bit, like so. And that'll give us a little 3D effect, like it's actually flying, flapping its wings. Isn't that cool, y'all? So now we're going to put on our finishing touches with these other sides. Going to go ahead and grab some glue here. I'll go ahead and do that. Put that there. I might actually have a chick coming out of the egg on the other side there. And I should have cut out some dies, some cloud dies as well from stitched puffy cloud dies that I should say from Scrappiness, but I didn't. And now I'm regretting that decision. Because that would look awesome with the backdrop here on the sky. So I'm going to go ahead and next and put the glue on this egg. And there we go. Now the chick is coming out of the egg. I think I got that good. Now I'm going to do a bunny here at the bottom-ish area. And as a matter of fact, I may just do a bunny and that's it on the other side. And just not do the chick and the eggs. That's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I'm going to burnish that down. And there you go, y'all. We got a finished project here. An Easter basket. A pretty good sized one, actually. So here's one side. Here's side 2. And side 3. And side 4. And one top tip before I go. You can actually personalize the handles before you put them on with the brads. Just stick stickers or die cut some letters saying Happy Easter, Hoppy Easter, or even the recipient's name. Everybody loves a personalized Easter basket, believe me. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so yet, please do subscribe to my channel and catch Scrappiness on YouTube. And ring the bell for all notifications on both channels. Yeah, I'll see y'all again real soon. Love y'all. Bye.